here's another little Niwaki piece. It's only in the ground 2 years at this stage, and as you can see I have the first bend placed here. Now the pads are going to be short and dense, not the long pads stretched out over bamboos as you've seen in the past. So this will be either pulled down or wired into position flat like that. The way I got the bend on the trunk is thanks to a garden hose wrapped around the trunk here, and that's to ensure that there's no damage on the trunk later on as it pulls, because there's quite a strain on the string here. And what I've done here is I've beat the stick into the ground at this angle, faced into the tree. I beat it in this way and I screwed into it with a long screw, and then I pulled the tree down, wrapped the wire around the screw, and it's after holding in place. So the next thing then, what I done is I just took another string up here and I just gave it a little bend, just gently persuading it back in over where I want to take the tree harmonious to the complete design. Now, to be honest, this particular part of the tree needs to bend back over to here, which is straight in line with the end trunk. So it's going to be coming over something like that and going up with plenty of dense pads on the way. So this needs to be wired down. But what I'm doing today is I'm going to bend another trunk just alongside the camera, and I'm going to show you exactly how I'm getting these first bends for trees that are field grown as opposed to pot grown. If you want to grow some in a pot, I've already made a video on that, and what I'm using is some timber coming out off the pot that you can use as leverage to get the tree down. Tree needs to be in the ground at least for a year in order for the roots to get into the ground, because if you try to pull this much strain on a trunk to get this much of a bend for a tree that's only just gone into the ground, it'll probably get loose down here because it's not after rooting in a little bit. Okay, so we'll do that one, and I'll just give you a quick demonstration on the way I'm getting these first bends, and of course we'll concentrate on developing the tree further then in progressive videos. You have to listen for cracks. Don't like beating a stick into the ground. Use a rock, but it's just that they're a lot harder to tie around and get that tight direct pull. Although I will say one thing, that if you do use a rock and you tie around, you can maneuver the rock whichever way you want. But if you get your stick into the ground correct, there's no need then for any moving. Next trick is to start educating the tree back over and back up again, and create these lovely green pads on each tier. So remember, it's all about getting the right strain on the tree and holding that in place then maybe 2, 3, even 4 years. Hope that helps people in getting their initial bend on the trunks. Obviously it can only be done when the trunks are young and supple. In 5 years time, when this trunk is 1/3 more thicker than what it is now, you'd look at it and wonder how did they get all them lovely curvature, how did they get all those bends on the trunk? Well, you get it when they're young and supple. Next part now is to bend this back in and continue the process 7-8 feet up into the air, and continue developing thick, dense, full pads creating that nice Niwaki look. Thanks for watching, guys.